Hello, my name is Kilian, I work for HEGIAS, and what I'm about to show you is how to use the HEGIAS VR plugin within Vectorworks 2023. For this demonstration we are using an IFC file I've uploaded before, and to use the plugin we have to install it first. It can be found under Help and then under Install Partner Products. In there you can find the HEGIAS VR app. Now, after installing and restarting Vectorworks, the HEGIAS VR plugin is under File, and you got three different options. The first one is for free, where you don't need to create a user account, so I am going to show you this one first. And this is pretty straightforward. We are simply exporting this IFC file, clicking the export button, and the scene is getting exported and created on HEGIAS. So you get this scene ID and this scene URL. We need the URL, so we copying it and paste it into the search bar, click enter, and yeah, the scene is being prepared and accessible in a few minutes. So here we are, the scene is successfully uploaded. Now I can have a look around by using mouse and key. By using the arrows I can move through this building or this scene I have created, and I can also use the mouse to click my way through the building. So this is about it. What can be done without using an account. Now in this next step I am showing you how to create an account directly in here and upload the scene within your project onto HEGIAS. So I am opening up this virtual reality HEGIAS plugin again. And either you have already got a HEGIAS account, which is great, or you can simply create a new one by filling out this information. Shouldn't take you that long. You'll get an email afterwards where you can accept, and then you can log in with your password you have created before. As soon as you have logged in, you can choose the organization, which you most likely just have one, your own, and create a project, and or you can choose from a project that already exists. And then we name our scene, our file, how you want to call it. I'm using Musterwohnung, which can be translated into model apartment. And then I'm simply clicking the export button there. The scene is getting exported. And this URL created. We copy this URL into our browser. And now we have to log in. Either you are already logged in. I have to change the account quickly. And now I am simply waiting until the scene is successfully uploaded. Okay, so it looks almost the same as it did before. The main difference is the options you have, what you can do in the scene. So now you have got a library, an object library and a material library, where you can choose from a set of materials and objects to place into your scene. For demonstration, I'm using this brick wall, this texture of a brick wall, and placing it on the wall inside my building, and it gets applied instantly. It's a simple drag and drop. So here again, I'm using this oak and dragging it onto the surface I want to apply it, and it gets applied, as I said, instantly. Same goes for objects. I'm using this industrial shelf rack. It's a drag and drop again, so I place it in the scene, and now I can adjust its position by clicking on it, and there you see this gizmo that's popping up, and by using the arrows I can move it around. Good, so this is about it from this desktop demonstration. I am now switching over to my VR goggles to explain how you can use HEGIAS VR. Good, so here we are in our model I have uploaded onto HEGIAS. I'm wearing a MetaQuest 2, and as you can see, we're right in the model itself, and what I want to show you in the next couple of minutes are the basic functionalities of the HEGIAS app. So first things first, I want to show you how to walk or how to move around. You can simply walk, as I'm doing now. You can also teleport. You have, with your right controller, the possibility to use this teleport ray. As you can see, I'm pressing my thumb on the control stick to the front, and this green circle points me where I'm gonna land as soon as I'm gonna release my thumb, and that's what I'm doing now. And yeah, that's exactly the point I have selected before. Good, so now I want to adjust the materials as it's pretty gray right now. So I go into the materials that can be found down here on the tablet, and here are the different categories I can choose from. So for the floor, I go into, for example, the wood category, and we have this charred timber. Let's see how this looks like. Okay, guess we can work with that. Now we can change the walls as well, bring in some color, so we have various options. I go with this kind of light blue, and I can simply select the walls I want to add it, and yeah, looks already a bit brighter than before. Now I can insert objects as well. As we are in the dining room or the living room, I suggest a table would be nice, so I go into the category dining room, for example, and select this table I can find here. Now I simply have to place it somewhere in the room, as I do now, and some chairs would be good as well. So we select the chair from our library, maybe another one, and simply add it next to the table. Here I saw we have a coffee cup as well, so I place it on the table. And what I want to do now is do some measurements. For example, how much space do I have here between the table and the wall? So I go into the toolbox, and I can find the tools here. So we have a vertical and horizontal measurement tool, as you can see here, and I simply have to place it on a wall or on the ceiling, on the floor, and it will automatically calculate the distance from one object to another. And same thing I can do with point-to-point measurement. For example, if I want to know how large this table is, so I can place my measurement tool on one side, go into the other, and it simply tells me how big this table is. Good, so next up I can group objects as well. So I want to group these 4 objects I have inserted before. I'm going to select the first one, for example the table, and create a group. As you can see, the table is already visible on my pad, so I'm going to add the 2 chairs and the coffee cup and simply save it, and now I can grab the whole group and can place it wherever I want to. And maybe that was quite a good place before already, so I'm gonna bring it back, and I can push it around as well. So now you can see the bounding boxes on each of the objects, and as soon as I'm colliding with the architecture, the object that is colliding is turning red. If both are colliding, both are turning red. So this could be pretty useful to simulate if something like has enough space to go through a hallway or can be placed on a certain place in the room itself. Now the last thing I want to show you is how to scale something, and for this I'm gonna add a plant in our scene. I'm gonna add it here in the corner, and for me I'd like it to be a bit taller, so I can simply select it again and press scale, and I have all the measurements on top of the plant, and I can make it as big as I want or as small as I want. For me, this size looks great, so I'm gonna leave it at that size, and now I'm gonna move into the model view, which is in this example 1 to 10, so the model gets 10 times smaller than it was before, and here I can do exactly the same things as I did before. So I can move objects around, materialize the surfaces, place new objects, or yeah, whatever I like to do. Okay, so this is it for this short tutorial. If you want to try it out yourself, head over to our website to register for the HEGIAS app. Or yeah, if you have any further questions, you can schedule for a free live demo. Thank you very much, and goodbye.